Hey everybody, this is Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. How's it going? This is going to be a recap today of run number 12. This is my video series of my Garmin Connect training. I'm currently training for a 10K, which is going to be in about 10 to 12 days. So just pretty soon, basically next Sunday. Today's Wednesday, however many days that is. And I've been doing this 10K, this half marathon training with the Garmin Connect because I had a condensed period. So I figured I'd get a little bit more volume using the half marathon training rather than just the 10K. Because I did the 10K last year and I didn't have enough time, and the last couple of miles of my 10K were pretty hard. So this year I'm trying to get enough volume in prior to the race. That way it's not going to be quite as hard. It'll still be a challenge, but it won't be quite as hard when I get to that 4 mile mark. I'll have put in, enough mileage and suffered enough in my training. I think that's the key. You need to suffer a little bit in your training in order to be ready on race day. So not all of it being suffering, because I think there's a lot of skills that people need to work on. Their cadence, their speed, their endurance, their ability to change gears, the ability to kind of move between high and low speeds, those types of things. So I think breaking running down in general and making your program based upon little small ideas and concepts into a whole package, which you're training all of those kind of things throughout a program, would be a nice way to self-program for yourself. So anywho, today's workout is a 5-minute warm-up. It's a very hot one out there. It's just October 1st, and it's unseasonably warm in my eyes, and I sweated quite a bit, and it was pretty hot. So I like this workout today. It's a good hard challenge, 25 minutes of easy running. So I was trying to run at around a 9-minute pace. It was hard for me to kind of keep it slow enough, but that's just me. And then a 10-minute hard run immediately following. So I just basically kind of transitioned into a fast run at 25 minutes after I'd been running for 25 minutes. And then I cooled down with a 5-minute walk, and that was perfect. It was really hard in some ways to close out that last 10 minutes, but I love that concept of closing out the last 10 minutes, because when I think about the 10K, that last 10 minutes is going to be brutal. I'm going to want to quit, but I'm going to need to go faster, because who knows, whatever, somebody might be chasing me, or I might be just like closing in on that PR time, or whatever it is. None of that really matters, but it's kind of nice to be able to, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So that's kind of what I'm after. Today's workout was a total of 4.62 miles, a total of 45 minutes, including the workout, including the warm-up and the cool down. And my run time today, 35 minutes of running. My total distance, 4.05 running. And my pace running was 8 minutes and 39 seconds. And this is all done on that single track until I spill out onto the street and I finish up the last quarter mile or so on the street. The paces were 8:59 for my first mile, 8:46 for my second, 8:30 for my third, and 7:31 for the last bit. So that was just the last however long. And then, yeah, so you can see that kind of reflects the easy to hard run that is appropriate for kind of a reverse split. That being said, I felt a little tired. I went to 2 concerts. I stayed up late 2 nights. I don't drink alcohol, so I didn't have any of that hangover stuff that would typically plague me a few years back. But still, the fatigue sets in. Getting to bed 2 hours later than normal, standing in kind of a crowded room with a bunch of people, feeling the energy of music, the stress on the ears, the nervous system. All of those things play a big role in energy. Your body is an organism, so you got to think about inputs and outputs all the time if you're going to train at a high level. And not that I'm training at a high level, but I'm trying to train at the highest level that I can with this kind of self-guided program and my own skills as a personal trainer. So we always have to be mindful of those outputs. And I just decided that it was going to be, the outputs were going to be, I want to go explore and enjoy music. I think the all or nothing thinking of sacrifice everything for a specific goal is a bit I think that certain people, paid professionals, could do that, and certain people with big goals. But we also have to live lives. We have to have social lives. We have to have family life. We have to have the ability to go out and see art and music and history and take road trips. So the balance is being able to do both your athletic endeavor and also have a life and not just be totally, totally consumed with your training. So that's what I'm trying to do, is run that balance between being strong and fit and also having a well-lived life. So with that being said, go have a well-lived life.